Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Craftless TV. My name is Ben Moseby. I hope you had a brilliant weekend and you are back for what is going to be an amazing week. And we kick off with style today because we have got a brand new launch for you, which is already half the stock gone. You know what I'm talking about. The final Academy of Colour box, which we're going to delve deep into in just a few moments time, but I had just to get that out straight at the top because it is disappearing. We're supposed to have the official launch of this at 2 o'clock this afternoon, which is, of course, it's now 9 a.m. Eastern, isn't it? Because the clocks have gone back to what they were before, because our clocks went forward on Saturday. So we're back to where we were. And potentially that show, well, I don't know what we're going to do because half the stock has gone and it's flying. I've seen so many comments already of people saying they've bought it already. They bought it as soon as it launched. So we'll see. But if you're looking for the brand new Academy of Colour, buy it now because it's going to disappear. We're going to be looking at that over the course of this show. We're also going to be looking at what's coming up in Monday Makers later on at 6. But as I've said, that official launch show with Leanne is coming up at 2, where we might just be singing and dancing. Anyway, lots to tell you about on the website as well. National Craft Month continues. It's the last week, isn't it, of March, can you believe? Great deals as well on that as far as the Gemini machine accessories are concerned. Up to 20% off all accessories, so do check those out on the web. And it's the last week of our spring sale as well. That ends on Sunday. There have been loads of new lines added, so if you think that you checked out all 506 items last week, well, you might have done. Well, there's lots of new items there to have a look, so go and research because there's loads of other new deals there. Now, it's not just me today. Obviously, Leanne's here for the launch show. Either side of that, how many new lines, Johnny? Or 92 new products researched, so do go and have a look. It's me and Leanne for the launch at 2, but either side of that, on Monday Makers and indeed on this show, you can probably tell who it is because I'm giggling because I can see him in my little monitor just here doing all these funny little things to try and put me off, but I'm ever #profesh. It is the one and only, just back for him from his debut on QVC. I was watching him this morning on my TV, on my telly box. It's Mr. Craig Laird. I was very proud of you this morning. I was like a proud brother.
Thank you.
Watching you on my box, on my telly box.
I was so nervous.
You didn't come across nervous.
I was so nervous. So yeah, so it was just a 10-minute hit. We had some tri-blends on the show, but I'm back on Wednesday for a full hour, 11 a.m. UK time, because of course Sarah's across on HSN. It's usually her weekly slot on QVC here in the UK. So yeah, it's an absolute honour that Sarah's asked me to step in and help out. Yes, this week and, you know, periodically throughout the coming weeks and months. So yeah, I was really nervous, but I had an absolute blast. But we're ready for today. I cannot, but do you know, actually, I was about to say, I cannot believe that
you can and you can't.
Stock. I can and I can't. You know, this is the final instalment of...
55% gone now.
This is the final instalment of the Academy of Colour. It's all about Botanic Gardens when it comes to the wax pencils. We are going to be having a look within Wake Up Call. It may actually be the only opportunity we get a look. I don't know what's going to be happening come launch day. If it has gone, and Leanne doesn't want to do the show because there's no launch.
2 hours off. 2 hours off. We'll just, we'll put the test screen up. Do you remember in the UK, it was the little girl with it was the chalkboard, wasn't it? And the clown just sat there, boop. Regular transmission will begin again at 6.
We should have a picture of ourselves like that. Just, you know, you could be, I'm not saying you're the girl, but you could be in the position of the girl and I could be in the position of
I'll be the girl, you be the clown.
Yeah, there you go then. Yeah. Let's do it then. Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we do need to get into this because so many of you have already bought it. And like you said, Craig, I think a lot of people perhaps have joined recently on the Academy of Colour. But if you think about all the people who have been in the Academy since the start, it's not surprising to learn that hundreds and hundreds of people have shopped before we've even brought it because everybody wants it.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely everyone wants it. These are wax pencils as well. I wouldn't be surprised if there's many of you that are in that Academy of Colour that's thought, wax pencils, right, now's my opportunity to get in with the wax pencils and get that education as well when it comes to Leanne. We will show you some finished samples and that when it comes to the actual, the wax pencils themselves, Academy of Colour. I'm fortunate that I've managing to do wake-up call with this. Like you say, who knows what's going to happen come lunch day.
I would get it now whilst you can. We'll get the details up in a second. I'll just say a few hellos as well. If you are new to the Academy of Colour as well, we'll chat all around that. We do have the original Academy of Colour and some of the bolt-on boxes available, but not all of them. We've already had a sellout this morning of the feathers and fur. That's disappeared, but I think the rest of them you can still get your hands on. A few quick hellos. We've got Victoria on the socials this morning. I think it's the first. Is Victoria on the socials for you before?
Not for me. No, I think this is the first one with me as well, Victoria.
You'll have to let us know if it's your debut, Victoria. But lovely to have you with us. Sarah's already in. Sandra's in from Belgium. Kate McQueen says good morning. How is everyone? I'm
doing good. We're WrestleMania week, Ben.
WrestleMania.
So yeah, going to be high as a kite. Well, I'm already high as a kite, but just wait till later on this week as well. Saturday night, Sunday night, midnight UK time.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
Is that the one you're looking forward to the most?
Oh, what a build-up that's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win?
I definitely want Cody Rhodes to win.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. Whether he is or not, whether they let Roman Reigns keep his title for 1,000 days, who knows? But yeah, Cody Rhodes all the way.
That was your
Liv Morgan as well.
Of course, you love Liv Morgan, don't you? Yeah. He's always putting her in little Instagram posts, aren't you? And little tweets trying to get
I am. There was actually a clip. I know we've got a really important show to go on to, but just to say, there was a clip a couple of weeks ago in America where this little girl had gone to watch a WWE event and Liv Morgan was wrestling. She lost the match. The little girl got really, really upset and was crying. So they invited her backstage so they could meet Liv Morgan. So when I go and see WWE, Money in the Bank and SmackDown, if Liv Morgan's there and she loses, I'm going to cry. That way I'll maybe get taken backstage. Did you know I'm going in April as well?
Yeah.
Because I'm at Hobbymaker on the 27th of April, and then the WWE Raw are across in Birmingham on the night before the 26th. I bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Anyway,
really back to the craft. Saj says, good morning, Crafty Peeps.
Hello.
I've ordered just at after 9.
Awesome.
Morning to Philip, morning to Jane in France. Sarah says, I've already ordered the pencils this morning as soon as they came on the web. Julie Salmons is in from Essex. Lizar is in saying, hello, Crafty friends, Ben, Craig, Victoria and team. Jane's bought the new box. Terry's bought the new box already. 60% of the box already gone. I'm not surprised because Helen Brotherton's bought the box. Pamela's bought the box. Marsha's bought the box. Beth's bought the box. Everybody's buying the box. But what's in the box? I think we ought to have a little bit of a look. Let's get the details up for you and then we will go through this. It is a matter, I can't believe I'm saying this, 8 minutes into Wake Up Call. It's a matter of urgency that you buy this if you want to be able to complete your Academy of Colour collection. West Coast, probably not even up yet. It's 10 past 4. The clocks have, 10 past 3, isn't it? Because the clocks have changed back to where they were. So it's 10 past 3 there. Well done if you've got up early. Give me a little wave and a holler in the comments if you've got up specifically to bag this Academy of Colour. You set the alarm super duper early. And can you believe, right, we always knew that this was going to fly out the door because everybody who's invested in the Academy of Colour along the whole journey was going to get it. Anyone who's kind of joined in between times was always going to get it. Anybody perhaps who was interested and waited for this particular set, they were going to get it, which equals 60% of the stock gone. We didn't have to do this discount, but off the launch, we've already taken off £14.88, $20.48, and you still get your Club Inspired discount as well, so you can pick up the brand new box for just £27.19 or $35.96. So many of you shopping for it already. A few more quick hellos and then we'll dive in. Hello to Tess, who's joined us from Wisconsin. It was worth going without sleep to get my last Academy of Colour. Alicia joins us saying, greetings from Arkansas, 2 of my favourite gentlemen. Thank you. Two of your favourite.
2 the favourite.
My 2 favourite. I read that wrong. Well, that's even better. Hi to Carol Dunn, who's bought hers. Debbie Cantwell from Michigan. I'll be buying the Gemini 2 from Sarah in just 18 hours, she says. Woohoo! Karen Evans says, I bought them as soon as they appeared this morning. I bought the box, says Jill. Kathy Meyer says, I've been in the club since the beginning, love it. And Leanne is the best teacher ever. And Lynn Marr says, hi, Ben and Craig from Chesterfield, home of the best store ever. Right. Let's get into this and get going because I feel if I keep chatting, it's going to have sold out before we've even opened the box. So, Craig, over to you. Take us through it all.
Rightio, wax pencils here. Now, similar to the aqua pencils that were in that last Academy of Colour, they will come in at separate boxes. You're just going to pop them into your Academy of Colour box yourself. It's just there for a protection when it comes to your pencils. So let's dive in. You know by now how elegant that box is with that magnetic clasp at the bottom here.
Yes! The certificate!
Well, look at that.
Woohoo!
You have got your diploma in there. Diploma of graduation when it comes to the Academy of Colour. So this is in recognition for that excellent effort and achievement in being an outstanding student. We've got successfully graduated from the Spectrum Noir Academy of Colour. Congratulations and well done. So you're all going to be getting your certificate.
And you can officially put letters after your name now as well, AOC.
Oh, there you go
Yeah,
then.
at the end of your name now as well.
There you go. So, Mr. Craig Laird, AOC.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Can you put like doctor in the front?
You
Does
do
that
what you
work?
want.
You do what
Yeah.
you want.
Doctor of Colour.
Doctor of Colour. Doctor of Thugonomics.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
So you will get your card as well. So that's got your QR code. You're just going to zap with your phone or your tablet. That's then going to take you, of course, to Leanne in the education. So you're going to then pop your pencils inside that top layer of the box. You've got 13 of them. Now, when it comes to the pencils, they are your twin blendable colours. So if I take at least one of them out for now. So once again, you'll be familiar of these when it comes to the aqua pencils.
Yeah.
But this time it is within the wax pencils. And you've got the two colours in that one pencils that complement each other and they blend well with each other. Of course, you will find other ones will blend well together as well, but that is your concept with your duo colours. So as I say, they are all going to go inside your box. Now, what you've then got is you've got, well, actually, I'm going to go within the actual paper stumps here.
Yeah.
So this is for when you are going to be doing your blending with the pencils. Now, I don't necessarily mean doing blending one over the top directly. Yes, that is what you're going to do. But then you're going to come in with your actual paper stumps and start to blend the pencils, blend the colour into each other. So you've then got your three of them. So you've got your different widths when it comes to each of these ones here. And then what you've also got is your little sandpaper block here. Now this is actually for your actual paper stumps. So that's then just going to take away that fine colour that's going to start to build up at the tips of them. So you're not actually going to use your sharpener to take away the tips. What you're going to do is you're going to come along. I'm not going to do it now, maybe do it later on with a wake-up call, but you're just going to sand down lightly. It's very, very light, the sandpaper, and you're just going to sand away that colour. So then that just means that if you have used a darker one to blend, if you then want to use that same stump, but for a lighter colour, you're taking away, of course, some of that colour that's not going to transfer over. So that's what you've got when it comes to that one.
Amazing.
Then what you've also got is your Academy of Colour graduation badge. So let's get
Ooh, get a badge as
underneath.
well.
What I'm going to do is let's go in.
Was it like a pin badge?
So you've got a pin badge.
That is brilliant.
So you've got your pin badge. So can you imagine walking around Morrison's or Tesco's or Asda, or, you know, where you're B&M or The Range or Michael's or Joann's or any store, and you are got your badge on.
Yeah.
And people, you know, when people have maybe, when you've got that past caricature bag of Leanne and Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're out in the supermarket,
Yeah.
so imagine if someone spots you and you're like, I know where you got that.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got that badge.
You got AOC after your name as well, have you? Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, AOC Club. Now, when it comes to your Academy of Colour with the wax pencils, every single box, you know by now, you've got different stamps that are then really going to show off that blendability, that workability when it comes to said colour and medium, for instance, this one being your wax pencils. However, there's nothing stopping you, Ben, being able to use these with maybe you did get the portraits, maybe you've got all of them. You can start to combine them together, but you've got your full sheet of your stamps. You do have your divider card as well that's going to go inside your binder, but then you've got your 3 sentiments as well. There's something about a flower shape like that I love to colour in. It's big, it's bold, it's got those chunky lines for you to colour in, and I know certainly these two I'm going to be using quite a lot. So you've got them. But then what you're actually getting within this one here is craft paper. So you're going to be getting your 5x7 sheets of craft paper. You're then going to be getting some vellum. And then what you're also going to be getting is some of your pencil paper here. Now, the reason you're going to be getting all of them, I'm going to tidy that away just shortly, but if I bring in the boards, now once again, you've got your diploma of graduation, but what you're then going to be able to do, what you're going to then be learning from Leanne is going back and then starting to colour with maybe your alcohol pens that you got when it comes to the original Academy of Colour, and then maybe start to build up the colour on top of that with the pencils. So your pencil over your alcohol colouring. Then you're going into that next step there with that sea foam, and it's from the bases of the petals, adding the colour, flicking towards you. Once again, this is building up the pencils on top of the pen. So you've got your different tones, your different steps when it comes to that one.
Oh, wow.
Then we're going into that vellum that's included. So pencil over the vellum. So that's using your stamp. Remember that's included. So if I bring in this one here, so in actual fact, both of these so far have been used, that one there. So this one is now going over in with your vellum. You will need to do a little bit of heat embossing, ideally. That's always really good to do when you are going to be colouring. But it's pencil over the vellum. Then you're going to be taught how to then start to blend them in together and then add in the final colours just to finish them off, creating that highlight. Then you've got your craft paper,
Incredible.
which is included as well. Now you've got your first step where you're going to be stamping and then starting to build up that little bit of colour or laying down that colour. What you've got within this one as well, and I was so excited to see this when I got mine, Ben, was you've got a white pencil, a white wax pencil. For me anyway, it's not something that I really see quite often, if not ever. So you've got your white in there. So you've got your white and linen that will complement each other. But of course, look at that white work that you're going to be able to pick up when it comes to your craft card. Then you're starting to build it up. So you're bringing in a few of the colours together, ending up with that full image, beautifully coloured. Once again, let's bring that one back in to see that's what you're going to be using. But then what you learn from seeing Leanne with this one and the craft card, you can start to then transfer that over. Use that stamp, but with the craft card, and then start to take what you've already learned. And then within this one here, this is now going to be teaching you within that paper that you've got included, but with some blending solution that I know so many will already have. So if you do want to start to blend with that blending solution, that is then what you're going to be learning too. But then if that's not enough, this is just some more ways to show you again, which is then colouring over your alcohol pens. So this is just showing a little bit of masking technique so that if you are going to be masking your stamp designs, you can then end up with something like that, but then start to build it up. So you can either colour direct onto your paper if you want, or go in and do some alcohol colouring first, then build up that colour. Once again, what about onto some craft card?
The craft card looks amazing. I mean, I love that on the vellum and on the normal card, but the craft card just, I don't know, it's just another level almost.
If you're like me, and craft card is a lovely material, craft paper is a lovely material, you don't always know when to use it other than mats and layers. This is going to be spot on. You're going to be taking out your craft card that you've already got at home and starting to do this throughout other stamps that you've got. So this is once again going in with your craft paper, going in with some white heat embossing if you choose to use the white, and then building up the colours, intensities that you've got. Even going around that circular, it's kind of that halo all the way round with the oranges and the yellows. That's there included as well. So this, as well as Leanne's knowledge, as well as Leanne's hints and tips, that's what you're going to be learning when it comes to your wax pencils. I mean, look at that. So if you do want to incorporate your dies and create your apertures, you can do, Ben. What about if you've got your stencils that I've recently launched? Now, these are extras you don't have to use if you don't want to, but then start to tie them in together. I mean, look at that one there. This one, this is what I mean by these size flowers. I love stamping and colouring these ones out. I always have done when it comes to this size. What about torn vellum?
Oh,
How
very
effective
very nice.
does that look? vellum once again. But vellum, coloured onto vellum, but then that is the top layer of your shaker.
Oh, it's got shakers. I wonder what that noise was.
Isn't it fab?
That's cool.
Then incorporating things that you've learned in the past as well, with masking within that larger flower, down the side. Another one that I know that you'll love here, Ben, is going back in with that craft card as well. So combining many different techniques that you'll already know and love, for instance, heat embossing, but then starting to apply what you're learning from the wax pencils. And of course, after you've watched Leanne, you can always go back time and time again to watch her. You can then start to take what you've learned from the wax pencils and the stamps with the Academy of Colour and start to move that along with, maybe, once again, like me, you've got your Spectrum Noir wax pencils in the tray, where you get the 24 of them. You maybe don't use them as much as you feel like you should. This is then going to be that doorstep into you then using what you've got within your stash, because you know ways and how to use them. You know better ways, better techniques, and of course it's all about that knowledge in that academy, and that's what you get with Leanne, and that's why I'm not surprised this has been such a busy one already.
This has the potential to sell out before the end of this show, let alone a launch day. 65% of the stock has gone, so another 15% of the stock has gone inside the first 22 minutes. And I can tell you who's buying it, because you're telling me on the socials. Catherine Riley Johnson says, woohoo, just ordered my box. Lillian says, I bought my box at 9. 70% of the stock has now gone. I've just heard producer Johnny go, oh goodness, it's jumped again. 70% of the stock now gone. This is not going to reach the launch. If you're not getting it now, you're going to miss out. Alison's just bought it. Another Alison's just bought it. Jackie Deschamps has just bought it. Carol D getting ready to go to sleep, but I had to stay up to nab the final instalment in the Academy of Colour. Lovely kit, and Leanne will bring this to life. I'm sorry for anyone who misses out. You don't need to miss out. You need to be getting it now, and then you won't miss. We've got less than 30% of the stock left. Annie Cagle says, I've got my order in for the pencils for you. Hi also to Kathy Myers, who's joined us. Hi also to Lynn, who says, beautiful, lovely presentation cards. Great to see the process. And lots of love for all of the different papers you're going to be getting inside this box as well. You need to get this as a matter of urgency. It is going to sell out. It's jumped 20% in stock in the 23 minutes that we've been on air. 70% of the stock gone. Now, if you are loving the idea of this and you're maybe new to the Academy of Colour, we do still have more of the like original boxes, if you like, available. This was the original box coming up for you here. The 124-piece starter set, which started it all off, right about a year or so ago. You will get everything in there. 124 pieces with your colours, with your markers. You've got your card, your stamps, your tools. You've got your Duo aqua colours, you've got your alcohol markers in there as well, and of course you'll get the binder with that too, the binder to keep all of your stamps and to keep all of your work in as well. That again will come with a QR code, so you can access all of that tuition. 18 hours worth of tuition with Leanne. That's what you'll be getting once the Academy is completed, and the price on that again today is incredible. It's a 35% saving off the original Academy of Colour, so you're paying just £76.80 if you're platinum, or $102.40. And then we've got some of the additional boxes which followed this up. So the 41-piece portraits collection. Once again, this comes with more of those duo colours and the duo aquas, comes with more stamps as well. And of course, the stamps that you get within that box are related to the stamps that Leanne, well, not related to, they are the stamps. They are the stamps that Leanne is going to be using within those digital tutorials for you. Once again, big saving off that, 30% off. So just £27.19 or $35.96. That also comes with another panel. So you can pop that into your binder, which you'll have got with the original Academy of Colour, and store all of your stamps and store all of your workings within that folder. We do still as well have stock of the flora and fauna available for you. It's the feathers and fur that sold out this morning, so that's gone, but this one is still available. Again, more different pens in the watercolour, but also those duo colour pens as well. More stamps in there too. Again, the ones which Leanne will be using in the presentations that you'll be seeing, which you've got your QR code for. And again, that is a 30% saving, just £27.19 if you're platinum, or $35.96. And the other box that we've got available too is the cute characters. Once again, you'll see, so basically we've got 35% off the original Academy of Colour, and then 30% off all of the bolt-on boxes. So £27.19, $35.96. And again, you can buy these as individuals if you like, but the way that you're going to get the very best out of this Academy is to follow it along, get all of the boxes, and then you'll have everything that Leanne talks about in that tuition, which of course comes as part of the package, if you like. You get that link to all of the tuition, 18 hours worth, and let's not gloss over that, teaching you all of the different techniques, you know, from your alcohol markers to your watercolor markers to your aqua pencils to these wax pencils now as well. 18 hours with Leanne that you can do at your own pace, that you can do at your own time. If you don't understand something, of course, then you can just go back and try it again. And that's why I think so many of you have loved this. Not only do we give you the amazing products to be working with, but we give you all of that, you know, money can't buy tutorial with Leanne as well. More of you telling me that you bought it. Janice Sutton's just ordered hers. Lindsay Travaskis has just ordered hers as well. You need to be getting in on this because we are now at, I can't believe I'm saying this, 75% of the stock gone. This will not be here on, I don't know why I'm laughing. This will not be here for the launch. Goodness knows what we're going to be doing. Listen, if you know of somebody perhaps who is waiting to get up and shop this at the launch later on, maybe you want to give them a little bit of a nudge, give them a call, send them a text or a WhatsApp, or maybe just buy it for them and then they can give you the money back because this is going to go. £27.19, $35.96, and that's it. As far as that's it, we've checked. Once it's gone, it's gone. The rest of the stocks, Hobby Maker, QVC, we've got 75% of the stock allocated to us here at Crafters TV, gone. You need to be quick. Charlotte's just bought it. Woohoo, says Charlotte. And Laurie Minard says, I've ordered mine. Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you've managed to get yours. Let me know. I need to know who shopped for it. Oh, Susan, I have the complete journey. Just ordered this last one to complete my journey. I can't wait to hear those of you that have completed the journey. And more than anything as well, I can't wait to see those of you who get this final box. Take a little, or get someone to take a little picture of you with your certificate and your little badge on. And again, I can't confirm this, but I know there are talks going on. You know, Leanne and I were chatting about that potential celebration and awards ceremony at the end of it all. I know there are talks. I can't say it's definitely going to happen, but it is being talked about. All right. Stephen's now ordered. Anne's now ordered. Laurie's ordered. Their orders are flying in. This is going to sell out. So should we quickly get over to Craig? And we might have time for one demo. It's going to be a short day today, Craig.
Yeah, isn't it? Just all that work and prep, but
well,
the main thing is you guys love it. That's the main thing. Right, let's have a look. What I've already done here is I've done some heat embossing. Yeah. So this is just our heat embossing, white embossing powders that I've used, and it's using that stamp that comes included. So I'm going to go in and we're going to have a look at the leaves first. And I'm going to go in with the duo, which is your sea foam and your lake blue. Mm-hmm. And I'm also going to go in with the duo, which is your lemon and also your canary. What I need to do as well is I'm just going to come in, I'm just going to go in for one of these little stumps here. Yeah. So I've got them ones good to go. So what I'm going to do to start with is, keeping in mind, we're going to start with the leaves first. So I'm going to come in towards that base of the leaves here with the lake blue. So your lake blue, which is of course the blue tone. And at first you might think, it's a bit strange going in with the leaves with the blue. But what you're wanting to do is you're just wanting to go in towards the base. So I'm just going to go around. And I'm not overly concerned, Ben, if I go over my white embossed lines. However, I'm not purposely directing it over the lines. If I can avoid it, I can, but any that go over, I'm not overly worried. And then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to go in with I'm actually going to come up the centre here, just lightly, so still with the lake blue. So I'm just going to go in, colouring in, and then I'm going to flip to my sea foam here. Mm-hmm. And then when I go in with the sea foam, and then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to come in, I'm just going to start to colour that in. So we're just going to blend. So I'm essentially, even before I'm using the actual stump, I'm going in with the actual sea foam and blending that out. So I'm just colouring over the top, blending that one out together. So work our way in. And then if need be, if I'm like, no, I want to go in with a little bit more depth, because going over the sea foam, over the top of the lake blue, it will start to change that colour. And yes, we talk about colours changing when it comes to anything water-based and even alcohol-based, but the same does happen when it comes to your pencils, your wax pencils. And keeping in mind, you are also going to get a bit of a different look because you're on craft card. You know, it's not pure white, of course, it is your craft, so you're going to have that bit of a different look. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a duo, but all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in just with the yellow one, and then I'm just going to colour over the top.
Okay.
So if I go over the top, and then what happens is you start to create more of a green. So can you see the difference already? So that one I've gone over with the yellow, and you're getting more of that green tone. Because even although it's a wax pencil, it's still wax.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're going to build and change the colour. So once again, I'm just going to go over. And that lake blue, that is then creating that depth and creating that shadow. But by the time that you've gone over it, it doesn't necessarily look blue. It actually just looks like a really, really dark green.
Very good.
So blending that out once again. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in actual fact, I'm going to go in just with the smallest one. So I'm going to go in with that smallest one because it's just a small area that I need to go in. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in naturally. Now, what I mean
what
by
is this
that,
stump doing then for people who don't know? Is this the it kind of blends it all together?
yeah, because
Right.
it's wax. So what you're actually able to do with the actual stump, that is then, it's binding the wax pencil colours together. So it's blending them together. So instead of layer upon layer upon layer, and you can absolutely blend without that. But what this is going to do is that's going to give you a smooth layer. So where you can, I know this is hard to see on screen, you'd have to take my word for it and you'll be able to see what I mean when you get it at home. Me going over this side here now with my stump, it's very smooth. It's extremely smooth. In actual fact, do you want to have a look? Just see that, what I mean by that.
I'm coming in.
You're coming in.
Let me have a look.
So this is the side that I've just gone in here. So it's more of a smoothness, whereas that, not patchy.
But you can see kind of where you've used the different colours
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And that's where the stump is. That's still effective. However, the stump just smooths it out because it's building up that wax.
And of course,
that
you've got the
blend.
different size stumps, I suppose, for different size projects almost,
Yeah.
or to get into finer detail and
Absolutely.
bigger detail.
And that's where, you know, and probably will be a question we get asked as to when do I use which stump. For me, the bigger the area, the bigger the stump that I use.
Yeah.
This is then obviously a smaller area, so I'm just going to go in with the smallest one. So if I blend that in.
Just whilst I've got some questions, and I know this question's coming in as well. Just talking about your pencils, how are we sharpening those if we need to? Is there a special way do we need to sharpen them?
So, very good question. Now, the sharpener that you got with your Duo Aqua pencils within the last box,
Right.
that's what you're going to be using when it comes to sharpening. And remember, don't turn the pencil,
No.
turn the sharpener. And that
Right.
goes for any sharpening pencil. You know, even if the kiddies are using inexpensive pencils for school or that, all pencils, you should be turning the sharpener, not the actual pencil. So use the one that you got within the last Academy of Colour.
Great. And again, you know, you're following this with Leanne and the tutorials. You've got enough as far as the pencils are concerned to be able to kind of cover off this part of the Academy of Colour. And then I
gosh,
suppose
yeah.
the thing is, you then are confident using your wax pencils here, and then you go on after the Academy of Colour and look at buying our colour blend pencils, don't you? That's the next step, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, either that, or as I was saying towards the start, Ben, what you can do is, for me, I love my colour blend pencils, my wax pencils. I don't use them near enough of what I should. And really, other than simply laying down the colour, I do sometimes think, what else can I do? This Academy of Colour, this wax, Geo wax pencils, exactly as you said, is what I said at the start. This is now going to make you think when it comes to your other colour blend pencils that you've got at home. Right, I can go in with maybe some of the florals that have come in with, I don't know, dancing dragonflies or any of the nature garden collections. We've got, oh,
You're right.
We've got a nature garden away to launch.
Oh, the
Wildflower.
yeah.
This is going to be spot on the money when it comes to the colour for wildflowers.
That's next week, I think.
Yes.
It's with me and Debbie. It's certainly very soon.
It's very soon. So I have it on QVC on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All these colours, these are absolutely going to be perfect.
It's
when
a
it
lovely
comes to
collection.
wild. Do you know something, right? Honestly, when I seen it, I thought, wildflowers, is it my thing? When it comes to flowers, I like roses, I like peonies. Oh my word, it is beautiful. I'll show you a couple of samples, Ben. I took pictures on my phone. I'll show them later on.
It's like a walk through the countryside, isn't it?
It really is. The additional dyes and stamps that you've got with them are absolutely beautiful. And that's what's making me think that these wax pencils, the colour array that you've got within that duo mix is going to be beautiful.
It's a week today.
Week today, is
with
it?
me and Debbie Robinson.
Oh, it's going to be fab. And what's lovely as well, it's not a massive collection.
No.
It's like a mediocre sized collection of a collection.
Medium collection, yeah.
Medium, it really is. But it's got lovely key stamps and dies within the actual set.
Just whilst you're colouring, I can tell you the stock is dwindling here. 80% of the stock's gone. Diane's just ordered it. She says, I got up early. Well done, Diane Browning. Well done, Beth Ross-Lucas, who's ordered it. Christine Mahoney, I got it. She says, I'll be hearing the graduation music all day. What will the graduation music be like, I wonder? What will that be? What will that be?
So it's a bit different.
It would be very
stateside, wouldn't it?
Sort of royal and regal, maybe. Lots of trumpets in there. We could get Johnny to do it. Get his trumpet out.
Do we have graduation music in the UK, or do they just walk on stage?
I don't know.
Because I think America they've got a tune, don't they? But here, I'm sure we just walk on.
Oh,
walk on by.
I don't know. But we'll provide our own. We'll get Johnny to. Alison ordered. Lynn's ordered. Jan says, I've just back in Ravello from Manchester. Thank heavens I watched Debbie yesterday when I got back, so I've ordered mine in time. I've now got the complete collection. Hi Ben and Craig and crafty friends, says Jan. Suze has just ordered a box, and Rachel says, someone must be smiling down on me today. The computer system went down at work, so I was asked if I wanted to go home early, which enabled me to get my Academy of Colour.
Brilliant.
You were asked, Rachel, where are you at? You'd have to let us know. That is brilliant, though.
Does that mean if this sells out, you guys get to do that as well? Because I'm not on that middle show, am I?
Well, maybe. What a question, though. Our computer system's gone down. Do you want to go home early? No, I think I'll stay in. What? Computer system's gone down. Do you want to go home? Yes, I do want to go home.
But doesn't that show the importance of our first look shows that we do now as well?
Absolutely.
Which, funny enough, I should know about Wildflower because I've got the first look this Sunday on the Sunday, 2 hours first look, which is all about the Wildflower.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Because I've got. Do you know who I've got?
Stop doing that.
I know,
it's scaring me.
It feels like forever since I've been here.
It's only a week.
I know.
You missed me.
I missed you so much. Do you know who I've also missed?
Who?
And she's back.
Who?
Becky Redican.
Oh, Becky's back, yes.
Becky's back.
This weekend.
This weekend. So I think she's in most
Sunday.
of the week. Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I'm on here all day Sunday. That just reminds me, I was originally meant to be the last show on the Saturday night. I'm not now because Becky's in. So it's going to be Michelle and Becky. And then on the Sunday, I'm on this side all day Sunday, and Becky's going to be back at the weekend. So looking forwards to seeing her.
I feel like not seeing Becky for 6 months.
I know.
Probably more.
Because she's been doing because she's been doing our. She'll have graduated.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
There you go. You see, you can ask Becky whether or not she got graduation music. Oh, Victoria on the social said that she had music at her uni graduation.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I never graduated from university, so that's why I never got any graduation music. I graduated from the Redcoat Academy at Butlins.
That's more important.
Got my certificate from H from Steps.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Best buds. Best buds, are you?
Me and H?
You and H?
Not really.
No?
Not really best buds. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you this. We are 40 minutes into the day. We are 2 hours, 20 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes away from the official launch, and we are now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
very soon. It's not going to be seen.
It's going to be. This is not going to be here. There is going to be no official launch of this because it's going to have sold out. Please grab it. I can verify this because Jana's just told me she's bought it. Julie Salmon says, I've just got my set. Paula Caswell says, I've just got it. Sandy Rofsky says, whoop, whoop, whoop. Got the entire Academy of Colour, and I even got the full set of colour blend pencils to use with what I will learn. Nice one.
Brilliant.
And Rita Jackson says, good morning. Praise to the Lord. As I was able to purchase the last Academy of Colour. What?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I was able to purchase the last AOC box before sellout. Now praying for safe delivery. I'm sure it will all arrive beautifully, safely and quickly for you. And the pencils, of course, they come separately, don't they? Not in the box, so you don't have to panic about that.
Yeah, they come in, just like your aqua pencils previously, the duo aqua pencils, they come in that separate box. It's just because of having that wax pencil all the way through. What you need to keep in mind as well, and I didn't actually think of this till after we launched the last box, is of course, it's two separate colours you've got. Obviously, it's two separate colours, so it's not one continuous duo, shock horror, do you know what I mean? Duo, but one colour.
Yeah.
So it's not one continuous colour all the way through. So that's why they come packaged, so they're nice and secure. Then you're then going to decant them into your box. But what I wanted to just show you there, Ben, was, remember I was on about the little sanding block here?
Oh, yeah.
Now, of course, I could use the other side, but this side here, it's got a bit of green. Now, if I went over the top and I start to transfer a bit of green because it's the wax, do you know what? It wouldn't really matter. It's all nature. However, what you're going to do, and you're just going to take that top layer off first, because that's not sandpaper, that's just a bit of protection paper. And then all that you're going to do is lightly, so you're not going to sharpen these with the pencil.
No.
You're just going to, I reluctantly say sharpen these. What you want to do is you just want to take that layer of colour off. So if you've got a darker layer and you're wanting to use that same one for a lighter tone, you're just going to take that off. So I've got no green now on that nib here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go back in now.
Yeah.
And within the centre petals, I went in with the red, which is poppy. And then I went back over the top with the lemon once again. And these ones are the 3 pencils, so 6 colours in total, well really 5 because I didn't use the canary, are what I've used for this whole lot here. And I'm just going to go in. So what you can then keep on doing is the more that you go in, the finer that detail that you've got within the actual stumps. So if I bring that one in.
Wow.
And then what I always like to do as well is, yes, I've gone in and I've tried to keep within the lines, but I just go over with my finger bend and just take away any of that layer of pencil off my emboss. Once again, I'm just going to take it off there. So then you're going to keep on going, and then you're going to be able to get such a beautiful image. So within this one, I've gone heavy-handed. I can't take credit for this one or this. I didn't do that. But it's a little bit more lighter-handed. So depending on the heavier you go, the lighter you go, whether you choose to use a stump or not, you're going to get that little bit of a different look. But nothing's stopping you going in with one of your water reactives, your very, very light ones, with that little bit of actual stencil work on the background. But look at that. Now that could be any of your stamps that you've got, sentiment stamps.
A couple of quick questions, and they're to do with stamping. So Sarah says, Craig, can you tell me what ink pad I would use on vellum, please?
So on vellum, it really does. It's about your colour and medium, really. So what I say, when it comes to your pencils, now I say, and I don't want, I'm not wanting to what's the word? You know, what one person says isn't necessarily wrong or right. The reason and what I think of when it comes to the wax pencils, some will say you can use either one, your water base or your alcohol base. Think about your wax pencils. You will potentially be going over with your blending solution, which is alcohol base. so therefore use your alcohol-proof ink pad.
Gotcha.
That's the way that I think of it. So even if you have no intentions of doing any of your blending solution, for me, I always will use my alcohol-proof, and I think of it that way. If I am going to use my blending solution, that's alcohol-based, so therefore use your alcohol-proof ink pad.
And one quick one, because I know we're going to have a break, because this is going to sell out. Sandra's saying, one question, what ink did Craig use to stamp on the craft card?
So on the craft card, just to say as well, going back to that vellum a moment ago on about stamping onto vellum, you would need to heat emboss. We don't have an ink pad that will go straight onto your vellum and dry straight away. Go over with an embossing powder after. But when it comes to what I've just done within this one here, there's two things you can use, Ben.
Yeah.
One of mine is a little bit of a cheat. So you can either use your translucent clear with a white embossing powder.
Yep.
But if you want it really, really, really white, use your pure white pigment and also white embossing powder. Or you can use the pure white and a clear embossing powder. But to get a really strong white work, I use my pure white pigment ink pad plus a white embossing powder. That's what I do.
Marvellous. Kerry's just bought the Academy of Colour. She says, I've got one for a friend as well. Valerie says, I've got mine. I've been looking on the website since midnight just in case. Got the paper pad too. Valerie in Skegness. You need to be checking this out now. I'm not going to lie to you here. We have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these this morning. We are now at a situation where we have got less than 20.
Wow.
So head to the checkout. If this is in your baskets, you need to be checking this out as a matter of urgency because people are going to be missing out. I cannot believe I'm saying this 45 minutes into the show. It's about to go. We'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes, but get yours now. Go, go, go.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really They go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
This is hanging on by a thread, the launch of the new box. It's about to sell out. Valerie's just bought her box. Rilla Freeman says, I got it, so glad, my final class with certificate. Yes! And you get a little pin badge as well, which is super cool, isn't it? Little badge you can wear with pride. And you can now put AOC after your name as well. Crafting, All Art says, I've just ordered mine. Gemma says, yes, I've just got mine. Beth says, it was worth getting up early for. Well, you're going to be gutted if you hadn't set your alarm, because like we said, this is just about to disappear. So much so, am I allowed to say what's coming up at 2 now? 2 o'clock, because we'll have launched it and we don't have any more stock. It's going to be more of a masterclass now at 2, where we're going to be looking at some of the previous boxes of the Academy of Colour for you as well. It's like you said earlier on, Craig, I can and I can't believe that this is within a whisker of selling out, because I know so many people love it and so many people want it, but you think about the hundreds of people who must have bought this to make it sell out before midday.
Especially after thinking we learnt our lesson after the last one, the Duo Aqua pencils, and I know they had to look at quantities, and now that's happened. I'm just wondering, I'm just going to ask Johnny, before it sells out, because I know many of you will be going, oh, what to get Leanne's knowledge? She'll still be doing the education. So very quickly going through the little boards that we've got to let you know at home what you're going to be learning with Leanne.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's just do that just before it does go. So
it's gone. No, I'm
is
joking.
it?
No, I'm joking.
It's not going to be far off, is it? So yeah, you're still going to get that full education with Leanne, and she's going to step you through when it comes to the wax pencils, starting to combine what you've already potentially learned from the previous Academy of Colours. For instance, going in and colouring in with one of your aqua pencils, alcohol pens from the past Academy of Colour, or one of your other ones, and then it's just starting to build up that shade with the pencils. So not only are you working on the colouring with the wax pencils, you're then starting to take your alcohol colouring to the next level. You've maybe seen finished samples over previous months and years of when we said, that's been coloured with alcohol, finished off with pencils, you're going to learn now. You've got your vellum within the actual Academy of Colour as well, so Leanne will start to teach you how you can then pencil over the vellum, still building the colour up, still blending the colour, preserving that highlight, then that is on the vellum. Now you're going to learn within these stamps here, but you can start to take what you know and learn into other stamps. Then similar along the lines of what I've just done not that long ago when it comes to this one here, your craft paper. So you've got craft paper included, but then use your craft card afterwards. So you're going to go in.
Finish showing the boards, but I need to officially announce, don't scream and shout, but this is now
at 54 minutes past 11, sold out.
54 minutes into the day, it's gone. Let's say we're well over an hour, eh? What time is it launched? 2? It was supposed to, 2 hours away from the official launch and it's gone. Well done if you got it, and that is it. We don't have any more stock, but let's have a little look at the board. So Craig, just go through what you are going to be learning with this brand new box.
You're also going to be learning about blending with the alcohol solution, where you might want to use those paper stumps. Just to let you know, that is what I refer to when I say the blending solution. So I know so many of you have got the blending solution. Leanne will talk you through other uses as well, but you're going to be able to blend using the alcohol solution, blending solution. And that's why I was saying I like to use my alcohol-proof ink pad, because technically it's alcohol that you're blending in with. So. Then going over doing your masking techniques and then starting to build up the colour. Once again, going in with the alcohol pen, then starting to add that accent detail, that really fine detail with the pencils within this collection. And there's just taking on what I've showed you before. It's where I got my idea and inspiration from. Onto your craft card, going in with your embossing powders. As I said before, I like to use the pure white pigment with the white, really makes it stand out, and then you can continue to work all your way around, even creating a halo with the pencils as well. So remember, yes, you've got that video with Leanne. You can pause, you can start, you can rewind. You've got all the information as well. She always puts her notes there as well, so any little notes she's written and scribbled down, she always photographs them, they get popped up as well, so you've got everything that you need. But well done to everyone that got the final instalment of the Academy of Colour. What a continuous journey you're going to have now, having all of them together and the things that you're going to learn.
Yeah, I can't believe it, but well done if you did get your hands on it. I just feel a bit bad for the people perhaps who are going to be getting up later on to see that launch day show, which isn't now going to happen. But you probably learnt your lesson from last time, those of you that did get up early, didn't you? The fact that this was going to go, and it has, inside 54 minutes. Well done to Michelle, who got it, and also to Julie Foster, who says, hi from a sunny Bedlington. I've just ordered my last Academy of Colour box this morning. I only joined part way through, but I have bought every box since. The colouring is so therapeutic and relaxing. Well done to Gemma as well, who's just let me know that she's picked up hers too. If you have just bought this box and you're missing any of the others, don't forget that in the 2 o'clock show we will be looking back at some of the other Academy of Colours which are still available. Lots of the original box still available for you with the folder, the binder that you get with that. So that is still worth a look at with a 35% discount. Hi to Christine, and also hi to Jeffrey. He says, happy Monday, Ben and Craig. And great superstar Crafters TV crew folks here this day. I meant to say we've got Johnny and Charlotte in the gallery today steering the good ship craft. They say
The birthday boy last week.
Birthday boy last week. What was he? 30, I think, this year. Johnny, wasn't he? 30 plus VAT. 30 plus VAT. Right, so we're obviously going to have to, slightly earlier than we thought we would, have a look at some Monday Makers goodies for you. This is coming up tonight at 6, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Craig and I are going to be back together again for that show. Oh, in fact, you're on all of them now, aren't you?
I'm on all of them now, yeah.
Because we haven't got an official launch now, Craig is going to be stepping in for that middle show too. So it's me and Craig all day.
I don't even have my craft trolley, because I thought, well, full 2 hours wake-up call, Academy of Colour. I usually have my craft trolley and that. Don't even, it's through in the green room.
Next thing you're going to tell me, you didn't even come with any lunch.
I actually didn't come with any lunch, actually, no.
Oh.
So I'll need to nip out after wake-up call.
It's all changed here, isn't it? It's all changed, it's all go. Thankfully, we are prepared, and as I say, we can show you some of the goodies we've got coming up during Monday Makers, like the decoupage stamp and die collection. Have not seen these in ages, and I remember when we launched them, you guys absolutely loved these. Great to have a set like this, isn't it? Where you've got the ability to stamp, stamp, and stamp again, and then the dies to be able to cut out your stamped images to create, in this instance, that gorgeous, fragrant, sweet pea. As always, you know, you can just stamp the stamped images out. You don't always have to use the dies to go with them, but it's a great set again because you're never going to run out of those images, because you're just simply going to stamp, colour them in, and then you've got all of the different layers to be able to build these up. That lovely lilac I think would work absolutely very nicely with your wisteria collection as well, if you're doing it in the same sort of colours. You've then got that beautiful timeless carnation. You know, once again, how wonderful that you've got the different size of petals, you've got your foliage there as well, and it's entirely up to you, you know, whether you want to cut these into your paper, into your card, into your vellum, all the different ways that you can kind of create these florals. And again, then use your different colours to create the different flowers with these as well. Who's to say that you have to have a pink carnation? You can change the colours up here and bespoke this for whatever the particular occasion or the particular person is. Like that beautiful radiant rose. Again, you've got the 2 dyes there, you know, build it up, multi-cut this, change the colours of it. Yes, yellow roses, pink roses, red roses. You've got a lovely selection of lilies in there too, so that beautiful, delicate lily. Once again, nice big size stamp. You've even got the detailing in there of the stamen in there too, the little calyx, and then the leaves, which you can, again, multi-stamp and cut and colour to really build up that sentiment, or that flower, I should say. And then lastly, I think this one probably my favourite in this collection, because I just think it looks so lifelike, is that beautiful fuchsia. So once again, you can do one of those really, really delicate fuchsia buds. Again, multi-cut these, create a really, really big bouquet of your fuchsias. And all of that you do get for just £28 or $32. It's a saving of $54.94 or $61.70. Huge, huge discount on that. That platinum price, as I say, £28, £32, 60% saving on that collection. Let's have a little bit of a look at these, because I have a feeling now spring has sprung officially.
Yeah.
Florals are probably on your mind year round, but particularly now, it's happy time, isn't it? The spring's here, the flowers are flowering. This is the kind of collection you want to go for.
Yeah, although in saying that, I had to defrost the car this morning.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about
I
this.
was like, whoa, where did that come from?
Do you know what I've just done? I've just turned my radiator on over there.
You were
so
cold, weren't you?
It's freezing in here.
Yeah.
-1 this morning.
That's what my car said as well. Do you know what I love about these ones as well? Is they evoke memories. Now, the one that you just showed there reminds me of being at my nan and granddad's. Neither of them are no longer here anymore. But when I was really, really little, I mean little than I am now, and on their doorstep to their front, they were just like a little bungalow. Because I'm small in height for my age. Because it was just like a little bungalow.
What? How tall are you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I suppose 5'8".
Yeah, that's average, that is. It's just because I'm so tall.
No, I'm 5'8", Johnny.
I'm 6 foot. How tall are you, Johnny? You're about 5'5" then, Johnny, if Craig's 5'8". I'm coming over.
No, 5'8". They do say you shrink
You're
as you
taller
get
than
older.
5'8".
No, 5'8".
Oh yeah.
I was just at the hospital for a checkup the other week there, and always take your weight and your height, and yeah, 5'8".
6 foot. And what do they say? You're small for your age?
Yeah, some people do say that, yeah.
You're at 5'8's average.
I feel a lot better now.
Huh.
But yeah, so
Anyway.
it reminds me of the doorstep up to my nan and granddad's, and they used to have them just in a couple of the flower pots, and I used to be just really, really naughty little grandson at the time, and I used to pop them.
Oh yeah.
I used to pop them, and it's the one of memory, but certainly one of the main memories I always have. My nan and granddad's being round there at the back garden, summer day, and that I'd be playing out, and yeah, they would just be blooming, and you're pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You used to always get into trouble.
Little rascal, you.
But now, so that was my nan and granddad on my dad's side. My gran on my mum's side used to, I've said it before, used to call me a toe rag. So I would have been a toe rag for doing that.
You little toe rag. I used to get called a toe rag when I was little as well.
But yeah.
That's a great insult that we don't use often enough
No,
now.
you toe rag.
You toe rag.
Yeah. wonder what that means. Yeah. Let's not go into it. Me and Debbie Robinson, we done a show a couple of weeks ago, and what was the saying? Teaching a granny how to suck eggs.
Oh yeah.
So we actually Googled it live on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have. But yeah, so you're starting to create your flowers. We're going to evoke so many memories. What I would say as well, controversial, and it's something we don't say a lot, copier paper, photo paper, works an absolute treat. Now, whether you are going to be using them onto the vellums, of course you can do, but your cardstock, but as I say, do look to dig out the photocopier paper from your printer, and then start to use that. They're around about 80 GSM, certainly here in the UK anyway. So stamp them out, or die cut them, or do it the other way round. Start to then go in with your inks, work all the inks out. Maybe you've got so much, like I do now, of the linen cardstock.
Yeah.
Start to stamp onto the linen. Even go in with your wax pencils if you were lucky enough to get that last Academy of Colour, and then just start to create little accent lines. Really, here we go. You can see here now with the fuchsias there. So you've got the fuchsias. This has been done in lighter colour paper. But then what about going in and creating your own little tags? Now these have been laid flat, but you're going to get that roundness. You're going to get that dimension. We have got technically the first instalment add-on of the template library launching this week.
Wednesday.
What about starting to tie them in with the template library? So Indigo is going to be launching on Wednesday. That is also one you guys are going to have to be in quick for, because the original template library sold out in uber time.
Yeah, it did.
And this is the first add-on. This one is Indigo. It's on Wednesday. So can you imagine the cards, the concepts that you're going to be making from the past original template library or the one launching on Wednesday, and starting to have these as that either that focal point or down the side of them. I know we've got steppers, we've done side steppers in the library as well. Going in the backdrop with your glitter paste and the stencils that you've just had, and going over the top with the hydrangea, or you know, the rose, or maybe of course the fuchsia if you want to start to create that depth. I mean, look at that one as well that Bianca's done. So between Bianca and Nicole has made a lot of these ones when it comes to the finished samples as well. So you can really, really go to the town, or you might want to subtly add the depth.
Go to the
You
town.
might want to go to town on the
Which
shape
town would you
of
go
them.
to?
Sorry?
Which town would you go to?
I don't know. I just always paint them red whenever I go out to the town.
Hey! Oh, sorry, have you done now?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Finished.
Yep.
Loving the decoupage flowers, says Astrid, who's in gorgeous Oxfordshire this morning. She says they are so gorgeous. Sandy Bellinger says good morning from Connecticut. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Lynn Farthing Thomas says 5'8" is tall. Is tall.
That is tall.
It's the average size for a bloke in the UK. 5'8".
Is it?
It is, yes. Yes.
Next time I have my checkout, I'm going to question them then about my height. Johnny thinks I'm taller than 5'8".
Well, you obviously look taller than 5'8" now because you've got your trainers on, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Charlotte, you're 5'9". You're not taller than Craig.
I think she is, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it not a tape measure?
Well, do you know? So that's what I was just looking behind me, so I can just like measure myself up to. So I'm like there.
Back there.
So I'm about there. So yeah, this should.
We'll measure it after
There
the
must
show.
be like a tape
If only
measure.
Becky Swarm was here, because last Friday when she was in, she had like the longest, or the Friday before, the longest tape measure you've ever seen, so we could have measured you up.
John will have a tape measure.
John!
John's just outside. John.
He's just coming in. Or is he coming in? I think he is.
Oh, he is coming in, yeah.
John, have you got a tape measure?
Yes.
Thank you. We just, we're very important. We just need to know how tall Craig is. We just want to measure him if we can.
Yeah, thank you.
And he just gone, all right, just give me a second. He didn't even question it.
Nope.
He just gone, all right, just give me a second. Right, we'll do some live measuring of Craig in just a second. Whilst we're doing that...
So we'll take guesses.
Huh?
Well, we'll take guesses.
Yeah,
Higher
5'8",
or
higher or lower, my lads. What do you reckon? Higher or lower than 5'8"? You'll have to take your shoes off.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise... Here we go. We'll just do... Should we do this first? We'll just try... Craig thinks he's...
shoes are off.
5'8". So we're just going to Craig... How tall are you, John?
6'2".
Oh, 6'2". He's a big lad. So I'm 6 foot. Craig is...
$5'8".
Oh, he's 5'8".
There you go. Put my high heels on now.
Yeah. That makes you, Johnny, about 5'1". Well, there you go.
There you
I mean,
go.
now you've seen everything on Crafters TV, and already loads of you very excited the fact that John was sighted. Nothing to do with the fact. John is 6'2".
No one cares about my height. They just want to see John.
That's it. That's it. No, Jake's going, I wonder what Jake is. Anyway, we're not here to measure various members of the crew. Right, let's have a look at this fancy parade. Can you believe we just did that? Wouldn't get that anywhere else, would you?
Nope. You won't get that on the other side, would you?
That's why we are who we are. £33.60 or $39.20 platinum price on this amazing fancy frame collection. Look at the saving you're making here. $42.95, $50.75. You're spending less, aren't you, than you're actually saving. You're saving more, especially if you're platinum. And these really are incredible. If you are just buying these to, the excuse to print out some of your favourite pictures, maybe to frame some of the kids' drawings or some of your amazing drawings as well, then these are great. But I love the fact that you've got all these different frames in different sizes, and also the ability, particularly with this one, again, to do a bit of your colouring with, to do a bit of your paper piecing with. And whilst you'll see this one here has got that winter foliage, you've got the beautiful, stunning snowflakes here as well. We do have collections in here that you're going to be able to use all round as well. Plenty of snippability with these too. If you want to kind of multi-cut these and then layer these up and add more of the snowflakes, you can do that, of course. This one's super cute. And as much as that is your sort of, such as your bells and bows, yes, a little bit Christmassy, but I certainly think that you can use that for celebratory cards, for birthdays, potentially for weddings. I think that would absolutely work. Cut in gold and silver, looking absolutely beautiful. So your three more sort of Christmassy ones, if you like, and then you've got your more everydays, which is that beautiful butterfly. Once again, how cute is that you can just tease out the wings from the die cut and give those a little bit more of a pop. You've also got, because I'm still laughing about the fact that we've measured you live. We've also then got that graceful flourish in there too. I think my favourite, I do love a rose, that beautiful contemporary rose in there as well, which is, again, beautiful for colouring. Some paper piecing opportunities in there too, but a lovely collection for day to day, and a lovely collection as well for those Christmas makes. And, you know, say the C word, it will be here before you know it. What a saving you're going to make on this set today. Right, shall we have a quick look at some finished samples with all 5'8" of Craig?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm kicking myself, Ben, because we actually launched these together. And all the demos that I'd done pictures of me and Ben together. There was me and Clemmy. Yes. Remember where the bit of glue was popped in the wrong place and it had taken a bit of the picture off, so I had to stick a butterfly in the middle of my head. You know, fun on that way. So I wish I'd when I say I realised, I was going to be bringing in what I had later on. I'm now within launch day with Ben, but look at these ones. These were designed for you to fit your 4x6 photographs in there, so it frames them. So for instance, the butterflies there, you've got the 3 within that top corner, you've got 1 down at the bottom. But as Ben said, which is key, snippability. So whether you choose to snip into them and then layer on top of each other, then you can absolutely do that. Once again, think back of your Academy of Colours, not just the one that's just launched and gone out, but all of them, where you then start to add colour on to the actual framework. But then, let's get rid of that one. When you've got your gift boxes, again, Ben, your template library. Think of what you've got within that original template library. These are going to be so cool with what we've got coming up with the next week or this week's template library as well. A new birth, you know, maybe you've just had a son or a daughter that's just been born, or a grandson, or, you know, a granddaughter, niece, nephew. Maybe you want to make a frame. You create one of these frames.
Is that a card or a box?
Baby. So that one's a card. So that one is a card. What about using these ones as a way to frame the gender reveal that you send to maybe family or friends that are not close by?
Yeah.
Or it could be the scan picture. You know, that could be on the inside of the card if you want it to be. And then that could actually be the insert of a box, Ben. Go in, punch a hole, little bit of ribbon or thread, and that could be the big extended kind of tag, you know, a ginormous tag, but you've got the baby photo or the scan photo in the middle. Chop into them, drop shadow, but then What about doing things
wow.
such as your easel cards with your acetate? You can absolutely do that. Yes, they've been designed with the thought of framing your photos, but they could be framing anything. Yes, it could be the photos we've got here. It could be an engagement photos. It could be, of course, a wedding or anniversary, as we say, or it might simply just be a way to frame the front of your card if you want to. That could, of course, be then pulled back into the middle of your card if you want to. I mean, this one here, going in, as you were saying, Ben, within your Christmas themes. Now, yes, it will be, you know, God to think, but yeah, just in a couple of months, this is when we'll start be thinking to look at, as you said.
Well, yeah, because Christmas in July, isn't it? It's April on Saturday.
Well, June in the UK, July in America.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So, we're 2 months away from it.
2 months away already. 2 months away already. Us and the team have been privy to know what is coming this year. So
Excited?
Yeah, lots and lots of excitement. But Nature Garden, Sarah's signature. Maybe you're going in with your Crafter's Companion collections, you know, so the ones that are not necessarily Sarah's Sig or Crafter's Companion. Think about, we've still got hunky-dory topper sheets and that across on the website. Ways to use them, frame them. What about your insert verses that you've got, the pad with the insert verses? That could be on the front instead of the insert if you want to. Could be a poem. Yes, we've just had Mother's Day, but Mother's Day coming up stateside later on this year. What is it, May time? Father's Day across the globe. And I know I'm on a Christmas one there, it's just because that's what happened to be landed on. But then Mother's Day, Father's Day, could be a poem, it could be a verse, it could be absolutely anything. So they're designed to fit a 4x6 photo, anything 4x6, you can then start to frame it.
Absolutely. Beautiful, says Meave Sievers. Rhonda Humphrey says, is John 6'2", eyes of blue? No, what colour his eyes are, actually? Charlotte says he's got weird colour eyes. What, the red? Grey?
Grey eyes.
Oh, here's a light grey, like, I hate it when you do this. Now I'm just repeating what you're saying for everybody. His eyes are grey, like weird. We'll get him in. Who wants to see John's eyes? We'll have a look at him in a minute. Lillian says, you should all mark your height on the wall and see if you shrink over the next year. Maybe we will do that. Although I'm not quite sure the bosses would be very happy if we started drawing on the wall behind Craig.
That's exactly why I just went up with my hand against the wall, because I thought I'd go into it either that lightest pencil line, you'll never see me again. We could always do it on the craft paper at the side.
We could do it on that. Did anyone else's parents do that as well? I still go, whenever I go back to my family home in Brixham, still on the door frame in the kitchen, still the marks there of when me and my sister, but yeah, and like dated as we went. Yeah. Anyone else do that, or was that just our family?
No. I thought that was more American.
No.
American do. I know that's typical that you see it in American films, but I don't know if I've never done it.
Yeah. No,
that's a good point, Charlotte, actually. That's a really good point.
What would you do if they moved, take the door frame with you? No, not that fussed.
Well, it's memories, isn't it?
Not fussed about it, but it's nice, isn't it? Just to go and go, oh, look how tall I was.
See, if that was my son or daughter, I would be like, oh no, that's them growing up. I'd need to take that framework with me. I would need to.
I think I'm not that fussed. It is just nice to see it now and again. But yeah. Anyway, if you want those fancy frames, £33.60 or $39.20. And I tell you what, if you love your florals, you are, well, in for a penny, in for a pound today, because we have got the floral frame cut and embossed folder collection, 5x5s and 4x6s within this. And again, these are absolutely perfect for creating quick, easy, but very, very stunning looking cards. Whether you're going to be using these on your white cardstock, maybe your darker cardstock, and getting some of your gilding waxes out with. Again, these just create quick, easy shaker cards, quick, easy frames, and lids for your boxes as well. And what we've actually done here, again, is brought you a load of beautiful different florals, which are going to take you right throughout the year as well. But like we always say, yes, this is a Dancing Daffodils 5x5 cut and embossed folder, but change that up, and those could be whatever florals you want them to be. Like I said, you know, cut that into your darker cardstock, use some of your silver on there, your gold, give that a really, really sort of mean and moody effect as well. It's entirely up to you. You've then got the 4x6 embossing folders too. So this one is that beautiful classic winter rose. And just to sort of show you whether you're using these portrait or landscape, once again, they look absolutely beautiful. And all of the florals right throughout the year, so fragrant magnolias there. You've then got this beautiful one, which is your striking gerbils. This one's, well, it's a vibrant rose. Got a bit of like a heart feel to it.
It does, doesn't it? I love how you've got the floral, it's just intertwined. Intertwined?
Intertwined. Yeah, that one would go that way. It would look a bit...
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Italy there, doesn't it now?
Or
the wrong way around?
It reminds...
What is that? What?
Oh, it reminds me of the head, yeah. You see, I see a nose. I see the head and then the nose down here, maybe like a big chin.
It's a Bruce Forsyth.
And then like a mullet, Pat Sharp mullet down the back there.
I'll turn it back that way.
That's better.
It looks better like that. Yeah.
I just see the head now.
Yeah, that's all I can see now, actually.
On a roller coaster,
yeah,
just taking over the edge there.
Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh, you'll never get me on that. Oh.
That's Alton Towers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forget Me Not, which looks beautiful that way. If you then go that way with it, bang, bang. Couldn't use it there for Halloween. I'm Batman.
Oh my God.
You've got your peony blooms in there as well. Again, that looks just as nice, I think, on the horizontal. And then lastly is the beautiful blossom. So it's 8 folders in total. The price is incredible today. It's £103 is what you should be paying, almost $120. £61.60 if you're platinum, or $71.20 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. Don't forget as well, if you have just joined us, loads of new deals have been added to the spring sale. I think there's over 600 now, pretty much, around about 600 deals, whereas there were close to 500 last week, so do check those out. Let's just have a quick look at these, and then we will look ahead to this evening's Monday Mega Deal, and then we'll give you a quick break, time to check out what you got to show us with these.
Look at these ones here. Now, of course, when it comes to embossing folders, one of the things we love to do is our letterpress technique. But with these ones as well, they work so well with you actually embossing onto your Nina card or your white multi-purpose and then going over the top and colouring with your alcohol pens, using the embossed detail as an outline for you to follow. Of course, if you are doing a letterpress technique, you can still do it exactly the same way. Just because there's a metal die inside, it does not mean that you can't do letterpress techniques. So whether you're going brights that we've seen within this one there, whether we are then just going to go in with our pastel tones, then of course you can do that. But then actually using that framework as a frame within the centre. So it could either sit flush on the front of your card, but then you can see how it can go all the way throughout the back. He says if he can find one with that example. Is this, no, that's not it, but here isn't an idea. Going in with a thread that we can see here with your sentiment. So then all that you would then do is come along and just twist, 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 close it, and then when the recipient opens it up from the envelope, then of course it's going to start to spin. The more, of course, that you twist it, the bigger and faster the spin. But then going in with your waxes over the top as well, so you can absolutely do that. What about going in with your shakers? Because each of these have their own element of their die, that framework within the middle, you can still come along and use that as that shaker component. What about die cutting or embossing and die cutting multiple times onto your multi-purpose cardstock, colouring in, and then fussy cutting to create your own decoupage? It's a nice way to do that too. Keeping it very simple when it comes to that framework. I mean, this one here, kind of like a gatefold card, opening up. So it's actually making use of the aperture that die cuts out. Because even for me, I would tend to just discard that, maybe put it in my scrap box, whereas it's a nice way to actually use that framework. Again, template library, thinking about what's the way to come up this week on Wednesday. Then maybe you're going to go into your front steppers here. So a lot of your smaller cards, but then you can still, I recognise this one straight away, being lilies. Yes, it is. Going in your larger cards, like I like to do as well, 7x7, 8x8. I mean, so fresh, letterpress technique. Going in with your yellows. This is absolutely the time. I know I'm maybe stating the obvious here, but this is where you're going to be seeing all of the yellows, the fuchsias, your light greens, your bright greens as well, your oranges going in with that summertime. There's just so many. I've had to show you them all because they're all so different.
Beautiful.
Light, pastel, dark. You're getting that kind of mystical effect depending on what you start to use. And then, as we always say as well, team them with some of your nature garden papers, your linen cardstocks that you've got. What they do is they kind of add on to so many of your collections as well. So at that price as well, really good with having that emboss and the cut feature together.
Absolutely right. If you want to go for that collection as well, big saving today. You'll be seeing that live on Monday Makers this evening from 6, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Just reiterating those times for you as well. You obviously know if you're watching us now, but our clocks went forward over the weekend, so we're back to where we were, what, 2 weeks ago, aren't we? So back to the sort of normal times, if you like, and Craig and I will be with you for that show. Also, if you have just joined us, it will be me and Craig joining you at 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, because that launch day is going to be slightly changed, because if you've just tuned in thinking, oh, I can jump in and grab that final Academy of Colour, it's sold out. It literally within, I think it was 54 minutes of this show, it sold out. We were, of course, hoping to officially launch it later, but it's gone. So we will be spending that show just kind of taking you through lots and lots of ideas, hints and tips with the other Academy of Colours that we've got available for you. The original box with the binder, that's still available for you. And there are still some of the boxes like the portraits and the cute characters that are still available to jump in and buy. But the launch has already sold out. Can you believe? We are going to take a short break, but just to quickly remind you of a Monday mega deal coming up where you can grab one of the must-have craft tools, I would suppose, with the Ultimate Pro. And when you buy this, you get a whole host of goodies for absolutely nothing within the bundle. 24-hour only deal on the Monday Mega Deal. So if you like the look of this, grab it, because we're going to give you for free one of our tape pens. You're then also going to get alongside it some of that beautiful seam binding ribbon in the 3 different colours that comes from the Country Lane collection. A massive paper pad in the form of our everyday scenes. This is the one, oh, it's not open. This has got those beautiful little rainbows in, isn't it?
I love this one. Do you know something? This actually escaped me, Ben. It wasn't until I'd done a show on Hobby Maker and it was on the show and I was like, I've not seen this one before. It's a great, it really is a good one.
You're really going to watch me struggle, Charlotte.
It is.
Done it now. It's all right, it's fine. It's all right, Craig. Don't worry.
There isn't even one here that I can give you.
Fine, Charlotte. So I enjoyed that. That's what she says. I enjoyed it. 48. Oh, look at that. Mean and moody. Didn't expect that one.
This is going to complement your Colour Your World.
Absolutely right. I love the papers there as well, the little, just like scribbles and scribbles, yeah. Isn't it?
Like when you've got a felt tip pen and you've been on the phone, you know,
yeah.
The olden days with the phone on a cord. Do you remember them?
The phone on a cord when you'd sit there and just untwist it.
Yeah.
Did you used to do that?
Yeah,
sit
twist
and
it
untwist the cord.
Right your finger, yeah. Yeah. And then by the end of your phone call, you're just left with a piece of paper that looks like that with a scribble.
So those are all of your beautiful designs that you've got. That's really, really stunning as well, isn't it? That like a cloudy sky. 48 sheets you're going to be getting there. And then lastly, also for free, your pastels, 5 colours pack of your Centura Pearl, 310 GSM, 40 sheets. If you've just recently bought the Hoppy Easter collection,
oh, yeah.
I think this is going to be a set that will work perfectly with that as well. I know, again, it's like when we show you sort of reds and greens and golds, you think, oh, Christmas, but you can obviously use those colours all year round. When I see like colours like this in the pastels, I automatically sort of think to Easter, springtime, but just a lovely set of beautiful Centura Pearl, and you can see that beautiful sheen and shine that you get off the back of this in those pastel colours. And I just think it's a perfect colour palette to be working with right now, particularly for Easter, which is 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks away now, isn't it?
Oh, so 2 weeks left to go before I can no longer get any white chocolate Cadbury's cream eggs. telling you, I'm buying them in the boxes at the moment.
Do they literally? Because I don't shop for cream eggs year round. You can only literally get cream eggs at Easter then, can you?
Yes, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. They'll depending on what day, of course, Easter is, you'll probably find it in the net, because I worked in food retail for a long time, you'll actually start to find them stop being delivered in the next week or so, leading up to Christmas, and then once they've gone, they've gone. But yeah, the white chocolate cream eggs.
I don't know if I've ever had one. And I would also, so I know we're going off tangent a bit here, so if I were to offer you Cadbury's cream eggs or Cadbury's mini eggs, you could only have, which one would you have?
Oh, white chocolate Cadbury's cream egg.
You would? Over a mini egg?
Over a mini egg, yeah.
I go for mini eggs every time.
Because mini eggs is milk chocolate. I am Johnny after wake-up call to get my lunch.
Are you going to go and get chocolate for everybody?
I am indeed.
The only bad thing as well, of course, with Easter being in a couple of weeks' time, once the Easter eggs have gone, they'll probably start putting all the Christmas stuff in the shops after that, won't they? A little bit early. Listen, that is your Monday Mega Deal. We'll go into more detail about it a little bit later on, but beautiful paper pad, says Linda. Hi everyone, says Mary Beth Doyle from Minnesota. And Emma Bailey says, hi Craig and Ben. We marked my son on the door on his 18th birthday, purely so he could prove to his dad that he was taller than him. Gets to a point, doesn't it? My George is 15 next month, and I'm almost at the point where I have to stand on tiptoes to prove that I am just about taller than him. He's absolutely massive. Right, let's have a break. Listen, if you've got anything in your baskets, it's a busy day, so now is an opportune moment to get those baskets checked out, and we will come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a brilliant weekend and you are ready and raring to go for another week of fun here at Crafters TV. If you have just joined us, you might not be aware that our brand new Academy of Colour, the wax pencils, they've gone. And I'm not even mucking about here. He's joking us. He's mucking about here. I'm not. I'm dead. Look, serious face. That's serious face. They sold out 40 minutes ago now, so apologies if you have tuned in to grab them. But, you know, we always say the early bird catches the... I don't need that anymore, do I? The early bird catches the worm. So, yes, apologies about that, but they have disappeared. Yeah, I'll come pick that up in a minute because you can guarantee John will be in later on. And go, whoa, fall over. But what we are going to do, so we won't have a launch day show at 2 o'clock. We will, though, have a look through some of the previous Academy of Colours for you, because this is the great thing. We do still have in stock the original Academy of Colour, which is just here for you. Some of the extra bolt-on boxes. I know we've got the portraits available for you. We've got the feathers and fur available as well. And the cute characters. So maybe you bought a few boxes, maybe you bought the original box and then you're looking to get a few of the others. We've got those available. Maybe you've not even yet heard about the Academy of Colour. Maybe you're quite new and you want to know all about it. It'd be a good opportunity for us to go through that in more detail. But let's have a look at this original Academy of Colour. It's got a 35% saving for you today. It's massive and it's where it all started. And Craig will unbox this and show you all around it, but you can see off the screen here, you're going to get all of your markers in this. You're getting cardstock, you're getting stamps, you're getting tools. You're also getting a really, really handy binder, which is going to be the place where you're going to store all of the future stamps and indeed work that you do from the following Academy of Colour. And this is the price that it was officially launched at, $148, $197. Today you're saving $52.64 or $69.75. Then you're saving your discount within Club Inspire. If you're platinum, you're at $76.80, $102.40, almost half price if you're a platinum member, which is incredible. We'll also see this as a great opportunity actually in the second show that we've got coming up in an hour and a half time to ask any questions. If there's anything you want to know about the Academy of Colour, maybe you haven't yet bought into it, maybe you're thinking about buying one of the boxes, ask the questions and we'll make it a nice interactive show in just a little while. But yeah, let's have a little bit of a look around this. Don't forget as well with the Academy of Colour, not just the tools and the hardware that you're picking up, but of course all of that tuition. You will get the little QR code on the little card inside your box, which will give you access to the, well, it's 18 hours worth of tutorials now with Leanne, isn't it? And all of the hardware that you get is the hardware that she uses within those tutorials for you. Let's pop over to Craig. I can see him having a bit of a look through the box already, but you've got the original box there, Craig, haven't you? Which was a bumper box, and you even got that the big binder with it as well.
You get the big binder, yeah. So the binder is what you're then going to collate everything that you will have got throughout the journey of the Academy of Colour. So we'll talk you through that in a moment. I'll sort these later, just my OCD kind of likes them all in the same way.
What are you doing then?
Of time. I was just sorting them so that they're all the right way.
Oh, right way.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
I know what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm not going to do them all, but that's just what I was doing there a moment ago. So I've still got that to finish. So when it comes to these ones here, so this one, it's your Academy of Colour. That one there is all about your duo tipped markers. Academy of Colour, stamps, you've got the tools, more that's included, and we'll go through exactly what more means, because you've got your dual colour here. Now both the colours are going to complement each other. So for instance, you've got daffodil and you've got dandelion. Now these are not new colours to what you'll have seen throughout your classiques. These have just been put together in the duo forum to make it easier for Leanne to be teaching you what you're going to be learning. You're then going to be able to take what you've learned from the Academy of Colour, for instance this one here, with the duo colour, you can then come along and then start to take what you've learned and work that in with your tri-blends, your classic pens, you maybe even your illustrator pens. But what you've also got within each of these ones here is you've got a blender pen at the end. So what a gorgeous array of colours. If I bring in this one, and I know this is slightly teasing, but in case anyone wants to know, when I showed you this one earlier on from the wax pencils, it's from here. So it's been using the colours from the past. And this is where, when we started off, we were saying that in future instalments, like we're at now, you will start to see Leanne start to use elements from past collections in with the newer ones. So that new one that's launched today and gone already is that prime example. But let's just go right back to the beginning when it comes to this one, because as you said, Ben, you get your QR code that you're going to SAP and you're going to learn lots from Leanne from just this standalone original Academy of Colour. Now, not only is it your dual colour pens, your dual colour alcohol pens, what you've also got as well is your dual colour aqua pens as well. So this one here, whereas the other ones focus on a certain colour medium, this one is then starting you off at the beginning and then it's going over two bases of your alcohol and also your watercolour. So when it comes to your dual colour aqua, you've got lovely colours all the way throughout. Now they're both going to complement each other, but because they're water-based, you can start to blend, you can start to get different shades, you can start to get different colours, of course. You're also going to get your opaque white ink pen. Now when it comes to this one here, Leanne will also teach you how to preserve that highlight. But you can then start to use your opaque pigment white pen in ways to create your highlight if you want. So you'll have seen me do colouring in the past where I go in with my white gel pen. Essentially, that is the same. What you've also got is your water spritzer that you're going to be using when it comes to techniques Leanne teaches you with your dual colour aquas. You've also got two of the most black, sophisticated Spectrum Noir branded paintbrushes as well. So they're included too. So you've got them ones. But then what you've also got is the stamps. So these ones here, you've got that fairy work. Now, if you've got our collection, Crafter's Companion collection,
what one?
The angel one.
The angel?
The angel collection, that's what it was called, yeah.
What with the angel in?
One. It's about the angels, what's it called? The angel collection. Start to then tie in with maybe the papers that you've got within that, or the linen cardstock. But then what you are going to be learning is from your dual colour aqua, as well as your alcohol dual colours. You're going to be learning how you can then start to create the pleats within the dress, that fairy wing work. The dresses again, the hair, you've got that floral, you've got the butterflies, so you've got a good few different components and where colour is going to be applied in different ways, or you're going to get that formulation in different ways. So you've got that stamp, and then you really are going in with the florals within this one here. So when it comes to the florals, what you've got is another one that's actually going to complement your Nature Garden collection, Wildflower.
Wildflower, yes.
With all of these ones here. But again, if we take that to the side, because it's not anything to do with Wildflower, just saying that it's going to complement that collection. You know, you've got your thistles, your butterflies, you've got some of your roses as well, you've got your on-trend designs. So whether you're going to be using them just as that background detail, could be a partial part of the focal detail, but again, it's about that colour and that layering, that way that you're going to form the flowers to create that dimension in that shape. So you've got them ones, and then you've got what really is, for me, the essential basics of stamps. So you've got your heart, your cylinder, your circle, your triangle as well. That's one that really take you right back to the beginning when it comes to Academy of Colour. You're going to be learning how you're going to get that cylinder shape within your cylinder. But again, that roundness, where is the deep tone? Where's the light tone? Where is the shadow? Where are you preserving the highlight? That's what you learn. These 4 is what's then going to be brought into the roundness of the cherries. Then, of course, you know, that just reminds me of your Nature Garden collection, chinoiserie collection. Again, the roundness when it comes to the plant pot as well. So what you learn within these 4 here is what's then going to be transferred into your different stamps that you're going to stamp out in colour. And then essentially you're going to then take what you've learnt from here, and then you can then start to bring that in with your wax pencils, or of course your coloured aqua pencils from before. What you've also got as well is you've got your watercolour card. You've also got your watercolour card.
Yeah.
You've also got your alcohol card.
Yeah.
You've also going to get a sheet of thick acetate.
Yeah.
Now, don't use it as acetate. It's there as a mixing palette for you to then, of course, start to mix your dual-colour aqua pencils.
Yeah.
It's been a busy day already.
It has been a busy day. I think this is a fact that the new Academy of Colour sold out. Feels like the day's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not forget, I done 10 minutes on QVC this morning, so it's just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
What you've also got as well, you've got your divider card that's then going to work in with your binder. Now, remember right at the back and the start, Ben, we talked about, look what's upcoming.
Yeah.
We've got portraits is coming, flora and fauna is coming, feather and furs are coming. We are now at that end point. So finishing off with your folder that's nicely filled. You've got all your dividers there, your dual colour introduction. There is where your divider and your stamp's going to go for the portraits, your flora and fauna. All these cards you get included with that divider as well. You've got that little frame pocket on the front. So whether it's your very first piece of colour and work, maybe it's going to be a photo with the date.
And you get pockets as well, don't you, with it? So you can store all your work.
So if we show you these ones here. So
there they are.
What I do with my ones, and it really is the concept of these ones, you're going to take each of these, Ben, and they're going to go inside and in between each of your dividers. Now, what I would say, and please, please, please do this, every single bit of stamping or colouring that you do, irrelevant of, and I'm going to use the words that I use for myself, irrelevant of how awful you think it is. That's the words that you say to yourself, because I do it as well. Please, please keep it.
And date it.
Date it. Keep it and date it. You might not intend to let anyone see ever again, but when you look back on that Academy of Colour journey, what you will then find is you'll see where you've started, how you've progressed onwards, and not even just by the end of the Academy of Colour journey, because of course these videos are always going to be there for you to go back to, but you know, in 6 months' time, in 12 months' time, you know, in 3 years' time, looking back when it comes to the folder here. So keep every single piece. Doesn't matter whether it is a scrap, even if you've just gone in with a little bit of colour in to test any of the colour pens, how it looks when you build them up. Please, please, please keep them. That's what the pockets are there for as well. All the work that you do is in there. It's kept in there for you to look back onto. You're getting all of that. Everything that I've showed you, you are getting within what we class as that originable Academy of Colour.
Originable?
I don't know. I am making up some of the most strangest words today.
I'm enjoying it. It's been a day, hasn't it? Hasn't it been a day? He's already done QVC. Carol Ann says, well done on QVC this morning, Craig. Must also have been a privilege for you to be on QVC, given you've been a loyal customer with them for several years. He did a fantastic job. He really did. I was sat watching them this morning before I came in, like a proud big brother I was. Anne says, I've got 9 Crafters Companion packages coming today. What you got in your 9 packages?
That's
what
like me with QVC. Not quite 9 today, but...
And as we said, such good advice, Craig. It's easy to forget how far we've come.
Yeah.
I second it. Yeah, if you're picking this up today, you're getting it at a great price. But yeah, use those pockets, keep the work, and date it. Like Craig said, this is the other thing, because then at least you can sort of see where you've gone from, I don't know, month 1 to month 3 or 4. And whilst, you know, Whenever I think we're our own worst critics, aren't we?
Of
With
course.
whatever we do, you look at something, you go, oh, that's rubbish. A, it will never be as bad as you think it is.
Nope.
And B, it is a great reference point for when you do finally get to that bit of work and you go, oh my goodness, that's amazing. And then you can compare and contrast. So that's why you've got that folder.
Also think of it as well, Ben. Yes, you're going to store your stamps and that in here, but think of it as your Academy of Colour memory book. Think of it so that you can look back on, again, as I say, with that journey of where you've started, so you can have a look on all these memories, data. You know, you can, I don't know, you can even write on the back where you were when you were doing it. Was it a sunny day, you know, were you out in the garden with the kiddies or the grandkiddies playing? Do you know what I mean? And then that's just going to capture the memories as well.
Yeah. And maybe write how you were, we're getting really good, Tanya, write how you were feeling at the moment when you did it. You know.
How did you feel?
How did you feel? Did you think it was that bad? Because chances are, look back on it 3 months later, it'll never look as bad as you think it did in the moment. But anyway, we've got more stock. I won't say plenty, but we've got more stock of the original Academy of Colour if you want to pick that one up. £76 each or $102.40 if you're platinum. One of the sets that we don't have a lot of stock of, which we'll have a quick look at, is the Cute Characters. That is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means it soon won't be seen. Oh, sorry, I thought you were busy packing something away.
I'm always got time for you, Ben, and the green on the screen.
There's green on the screen, which means
it soon won't be seen.
Yeah, £27.19 or $35.96. We've already had one of the boxes go this morning. This will be the next one. You're going to get in this again a whole selection of different colours, not only from your duo colours, but in your duo colour aquas as well. And as Craig was kind of describing, these aren't new colours, but it's a curated set of colours for you, and the actual colours that Leanne uses within the videos for you. So when we get on to doing the Cute Characters, when Leanne gets on to doing the Cute Characters, these are all of the colours that you're going to be using within that tutorial. So here's your duo colours, getting 6 of those pens, 3 brand new of the duo colour aquas, and then once again, all of these stamps, and yes, cute characters. So you've got the cute little, the little bunny. You've got the little mouse, rather, little kissing bunnies. You've got the little mouse under the umbrella. You've got the little cat with the flowers. Lots of beautiful little sentiments in here too. But these are the actual stamps that you are going to be using to learn all of these amazing techniques and all of your shading techniques, and worth just pointing out once again, because I love that little fact, that there, a lot of you said when it was launched, so doesn't it look like Leanne? It's based on little Ada, that one, little granddaughter, which I think is super duper cute. Those are the pens, they're the actual pens. I know I showed you the colours a few moments ago, but those are all of the pens that you're going to receive in this box. So you've got 6 brand new of the duo markers, and then 3 of the duo aqua colours in there alongside that. And then of course we furnish you with more of your alcohol marker card, 12 sheets of that, and then 12 sheets of your watercolour card too. On top of that, don't forget, you will get the divider panel to go in your folder as well. So once again, you can store all of your stamps in the binder, as Craig was showing you. So it's super handy to have. And again, you've got a reference point for where all of those different bits from each Academy of Colour can go. But if you want that one, it is now limited. So just £27.19 or $35.96. Lindsay says, to Lynn, I wish I could kidnap Craig so he could teach me. I mean, you don't have to kidnap, he's here all the time. You mean like one-on-one, don't you? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, not if it's like the Misery Kidnap.
Oh, can you imagine? That movie still gives me the chills now.
Oh, it's that, it's that one scene in the film.
By the way, and I'll give her a little plug, if you like the idea of doing a one-on-one with our team, go to Michelle's page.
Yeah.
That's all I will say. She's got a bit of a raffle. She's raising money for charity. Some amazing money can't buy prizes on there. So go to @MichelleMcCarthyCC and dream could come true. Not of kidnapping Craig, but of getting that's not a prize, of a one-on-one potentially though.
With Debbie Robinson.
What?
That would be a good one.
What's that?
Debbie Robinson, doing a one-on-one.
Don't spoil it all, Craig. And there's other really cool stuff as well. Signed machine, maybe. Oh.
Don't spoil it, Ben.
I keep an album on my phone to record my crafting progress, says Astrid. I think it's brilliant. I think keeping a program of whatever you're doing, you know, if you're trying to improve at something, if you can keep a record of it and see like tangible results, I think it's a brilliant, brilliant thing to do. Let's just have a look at some other items which you might be wanting to pick up. The Academy of Colour. So limited stock on the cute characters. The portraits is still available as well. So this one again, 41p set. Once again, you'll get more of your duo colours in there, more of your aqua duo colours, more stamps, of course, specific to the projects that Leanne is going to be doing within the classes. You get your binder, panel in there, and more cardstock to be working with. All of these smaller Academy of Colours, you are getting a 30% discount off, so you're actually saving £14.88, $20.48, and the platinum price always £27.19. or $35.96. The Flora and Fauna is still available for you too. And once again, that is a 45p set. £14.88 saving, $20.48.
Ben, that card, I just slipped on it.
He's such a joker. Honestly, he did it. Before you message in, I have that card in my hand. Craig's just thrown his Academy of Colour box over the floor. So that's what that noise was. Sorry, the Flora and Fauna. Pens, watercolour card, stamps and more. It's all there for you. And we'll be looking at more of these during the second show, which is not going to be so much of a launch day because the launch day product has sold out.
Don't pick up your cards. You do that.
I've got it in my hand. I've got it in my hand. What's it all about? We've got, I don't know, why could you have there?
One of your cards.
It wasn't mine.
No, I don't. Just to clarify, I don't. It's just a watercolour card.
I'm going to get in trouble with the bosses after the show. I didn't even do anything. Spring sale is still on the website. That runs up until Sunday. There's two things which end at the end of this week are National Craft Month deals, the month ends, the weekends, and also National Craft Month ends. So at the minute, we've got 20% off accessories when it comes to your Gemini machines. There might just be something really, really good coming at the weekend as far as that concerns, but I shall say no more. And the spring sale as well, 70% off. And if you think, well, I've checked through all the hundreds and hundreds of items that are there, if you haven't checked back this morning, you haven't, because we've added 92 new lines. So get on the website, check out those deals. It's all there on the homepage. Couldn't be easier to find. You literally click on the 70% off spring sale box, and that will bring up a whole host of other boxes for you. And you'll see that actually the official line is 70%, but there are some sneaky deals. I think quite a few soft craft runs where you will find up to 80% off. But the spring sale deals is across die cutting, it's across stamping, it's across embossing, it's across in colouring, it's across soft craft. It's all there and worth having a bit of a look. I know many of you have shopped that over the course of the last week and continue to do so because the spring sale ends Sunday, and of course National Craft Month comes to an end on Friday, doesn't it? Because it's April the 1st on Saturday. Can you believe it? Wow. Right, thank you everybody for your final comments. A few people just messaging now, realising that yes, the brand new Academy of Colour has already sold out. But it's you and I for the rest of the day now, isn't it? Because Leanne's going to, well, she's not in for the show now, but it's you and I looking for the Academy of Colour next, isn't it?
Yes, I know Leanne is just uber busy. Not that would stop her to do a launch yet, but seeing that it has sold out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick around for the next show, and yeah, we'll have a look at past collections from the Academy of Colour.
Yeah, it's going to be more like a masterclass. I think a great opportunity for you to ask any questions. Maybe you're already in the Academy of Colour and there's something you want to know, or maybe you've not even started it yet and you're thinking about joining. It'll be a great show to jump in and ask those questions. Massive thank you. Well done to everybody who grabbed the brand new Academy of Colour. Spread the word if you had a friend or family member. Let them know that it's sold out. Hopefully they managed to get it, or like some of you, hopefully you managed to get it for them as well. But listen, whatever, we'll have a great show coming up at 2, looking through the Academies of Colour, and then 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, we've got Monday Makers with some more great deals as we've already previewed in this show. Go and grab some lunch, grab a bit of brekkie, and we will be back with you in an hour's time for that amazing show. Until then, bye for now.
Toodles.